Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dawn, giving them all dressed like $1 million, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Yeah, said listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey, why don't you join in? Steve Harvey, get on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Won't you join in with me? Come with me, help me say. I'm so ready for all. You gotta turn it on, yeah. Turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. I know y'all can hear me on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on in the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only, Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. Yeah, man. God is in the blessing business all day, every day. God got hundreds of millions of blessings that he passes out every day. All I want to do is be the recipient, that I'm the recipient of what he has for me. That's all I want. I just want God's favor, and I want God's blessings. You know, of course, I need his mercy and his grace, but I just want his blessings and his favor. I want that in my life because it does things for me that I'm absolutely incapable of doing for myself. And I've been a recipient of many of those. And you can be the recipient of them too. You already are, really. Really, you already are. If you're getting up every morning, that's a blessing. If you're getting one day closer to anything you're trying to accomplish, that's a blessing. But now let me talk to you about this part right here, folks, because this is the part that messes people up a great deal. What happens when you get off track? What is that? What does that mean when you get off track? See, I've been off track, I can't tell you how many times. And it happens in so many aspects of your life. But what is it that makes getting off track so debilitating to some people? You know, there are some people who once they off track, they off course, they off the dream, they on to something else. And you cannot allow the fact that you've gotten off track to stop you. Can I tell you something? Everybody gets off track. There are people who are living their life's dreams in spite of getting off track. See, what happens when you get off track, here's the simple thing to do. The simple thing is just to get back on track. Yeah, but that's easier said than done, ain't it, Steve? Yeah, because see, people, when you get off track, here's some of the things that happen. See, you get here come the naysayers, some of them from the outside, some of them internally. Here's what gets said when you get off track. See, I told you. You know, you start hearing that. It's not for you. Okay? This is all just because you got off track. It's not for you. Okay, here's another one. It ain't meant to be. You can hear it or you can say it, well, I guess it's just not meant to be. But let me ask you a question, though. Who made the rule that when you get off track, you can't get back on? Who made that rule? Where is that written that once you get off track, you can't get back on? See, because I'm going to tell you something, folks, there's no such rule. As a matter of fact, it's quite the opposite. See, everybody in pursuit of a dream, a goal, an aspiration, or a mission is going to get off track sometimes. You're going to get derailed. There are going to be days where you're not going to get it right. There are going to be days where you feel like giving up. There's going to be days when you're just going to flat out get it wrong. That's the journey. But let me tell you something. Every successful person that I know, ever met, talked to, sat down and chopped it up with, have shared one thing in common. We all get off track. We all get it wrong along the way. I don't care who the person is. The president got it wrong along the way. Your pastor got it wrong along the way. Choir director got it wrong along the way. The principal at your school got it wrong along the way. The valedictorian of your class got it wrong along the way. The star of the team got it wrong along the way. They've all been off track. Your boss down at your job, he got it wrong along the way. Your immediate supervisor got it wrong along the way. Everybody I know that has any measure of success in every level that you call success, however you want to label it, has gotten off track. As a matter of fact, it's impossible. Listen to me. It is impossible not to get off track in pursuit of your dreams, goals, visions, aspirations. It is impossible. Don't you let nobody tell you that they got through life unscathed, that they made it because they was just so determined and I would let nothing turn me back. Yeah, you might not have let nothing turn you back because you're here. Oh, but you thought about it. Oh, you thought about it on days when you was off track. But see, people don't like to tell the whole story. They just want you to think as much as you can about them. So when they tell you their story, they leave out the stuff along the way. It was just hard work and determination that got me here. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was the fact that you got off track and the grace and mercy of God allowed you to get back on. His forgiveness allowed you to get back on because you would not believe what some of the people have done. So when you get off track, don't allow the naysayers outside and the big naysayer inside. Because let me tell you something. The biggest naysayer of them all comes from inside. See, it don't matter what other people say out there. It takes some time for you to learn this, and I understand, because it took me some time to learn it. See, I have a lot of naysayers out there, but I ain't operating for them. I operate and function for the ones that love me, for the ones that get me, for the ones that understand what I'm really trying to do. And so don't you be the one that doesn't allow yourself to get back on track when you get off track. Because like I said, who made the rule up that you can't get back on track? There's no such rule out there. Stop stopping yourself from getting it right. So what? You started the diet at the beginning of the year and you already off. Start another one. Start over. Try it again. Don't ever stop trying. If you stop trying, you can't make it. But if you never give up the effort, if you never give up and say it's over, it ain't over. You heard the saying, it ain't over till the fat lady sang. I never invite her. She's not invited. It ain't over till the fat lady sang. I don't know where the fat lady stay. I have not sent her an invitation to none of my events. She's not welcome here. She didn't ask me a couple of times, how come I never get invited? Because you're going to start singing. And I ain't got time for that. All right? Stop inviting the fat lady to all your events. Thank you.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your undivided attention again? We are still here in Cancun, Mexico, because we can't get out.
What?
Yeah, we can't. They got our passports. You can't
that.
get out. Well, I'll tell you some stories that happened to me this weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here off the heels of a fabulous event, Sand and Soul. And oh my goodness, what a good time it was. Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Harvey Morning Show. May I have your undivided attention, please? I'm planning on being completely ignorant today. I have taken off the thinking cap. I have removed the filter, and I have decided that I'm going to say several ignorant-ass statements today. Now, if you want to hear one before you get to your little funky job that you don't care for and your coworkers that you really, really got this thing for, stay tuned, because I'm going to say a couple of ignorant things before you go in this morning. Steve Harvey Morning Show, Shirley Strawberry.
Hey, good morning. I didn't know we were stuck here, but it's okay,
it's
though.
all good.
Beautiful
Junior.
here.
I don't give a damn. We never leave.
Yeah.
Hey, dog, that's all we got.
That's all we got.
Beautiful here.
Tommy ain't here. It's Carla's birthday, so Carla's off today celebrating her birthday. Happy birthday to Carla for real.
Happy birthday, Carl.
Tommy's not here, just came up a little short. And
No. You gonna run over that. You gonna make that statement like that. Just throw that out.
What does that mean?
man, I don't know. Just came up a little short. Short people always got an excuse
Yeah.
about why they couldn't.
But it wasn't another word you could have picked.
I couldn't catch the flight. They didn't have enough steps. I was at the counter. They ain't see me. All this stuff that short people use when they ain't somewhere. They told me I ain't look like my passport.
Okay.
How you the same size as your passport picture?
It look like a
All
Really,
this.
Steve?
Yeah, so Tommy couldn't make it today, y'all.
Yeah.
So we are here.
And Jay is off, too.
Jay's off. Jay's good.
Oh, man.
Jay's good.
Man, can we
So,
just say thank you, Can we just say thank you?
Yeah, seriously. It's a
Saying
great
so,
trip.
man. Thank you.
Hey, man, Sand and Soul was
thank
so
you.
good this year.
Yeah.
It was so good. I really hate that those of you who cancel. I understood, though. I ain't mad
Right,
at you.
it's understandable.
I understood.
Absolutely.
The incident at the DR was beyond anybody's control. But what you cannot do is tell black people, come on, they dying over there, let's go see.
Oh, wow.
See if you survive.
Okay.
They not fitting to do
We're
that.
not finna go.
No, not our people.
Nah, we not.
But this experience right here has been phenomenal. These
Yeah.
people
People.
that listen to our show, Steve, are some amazing people.
And some of the coolest.
Coolest,
these are
nicest.
well-off people.
Yeah.
Nobody was drunk. Nobody was on, and it's all you can eat, all you can drink. But people don't go out the country get drunk. Cause we grown. We know.
Yeah.
Mexican prison different.
It's
It's
hard,
different.
Baby. It's all hard.
I've
now.
never been there, but all I know is it's different because you can't be in a prison and you can't talk Spanish.
That's right.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot. Hola, hell.
All right, listen. I did want to say something, and we could talk about this later as well. The Mexican people here,
Man.
they are some of the most kind,
Man, y'all don't even
the
understand.
sweetest
So cool.
people. All right, coming up at 32 after the hour, weekend review. We're going to say what a weekend, and we'll continue this right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, time now for weekend review. We got to talk about our Sand and Soul experience, the Sand and Soul Festival. Steve, you have a story, but let's let Junior go first because just like we said, Junior has a date every night
I had
for
multiple
every
dates.
meal.
I had a date
Go ahead,
every
Junior.
meal. But I will say this, that I did not know, that I was this attracted to the retired community. Boy, I mean something to them. I've never had this many old women stroke my chest.
Older.
Yeah, stroke my chest. 72. I mean, they're like lotto numbers, like picks. 72.
Now, wait a
58.
minute. The 72-year-old woman, she was at our
gorgeous.
meet and
No,
greet yesterday.
No, she was gorgeous.
No,
Gorgeous.
This chick was bad.
Yes.
She was
No,
gorgeous.
this chick was bad. If she would have told you she was 72,
would've
you would have
believed
bet
it.
it.
No, you never
You would
would.
have bet
You
it. There's
have
no
to.
one. This woman was amazingly fit in shape.
Yes. She had on some
Skin,
little tight
teeth,
white
hair.
shorts today.
No, was clowning.
But I just went to dinner with her. I came in as great grandpa. That's what I started at. I don't start as building no family. No, they already here.
Yeah.
I'm a
You
great
walk
grandpa.
in as
I walk
great
in
grandpa.
as great papa.
You ain't even got no kids.
No.
Don't you have grandkids?
They're great grandkids.
Boy.
That's funny,
But
Junior.
she was great, man. She was wonderful, man. I mean, but you know what? The entire weekend, the people, man, I hate they missed this.
Yeah.
Man, I really do. I understand the cancellations. It was quite a few, but man, it also was a blessing because so many people canceled that it allowed me to do something for people who never get anything done
Yeah,
for
it
them.
opened it up. Yeah.
We opened up. I invited free, since we had so many rooms available. I had people who work for nonprofit foundations who help children, orphanages, the homeless. They feed the hungry. I invited all of them down and gave them a free weekend.
Yes.
We invited for people who were terminally ill, who just wanted a vacation, and we invited them. We had breast cancer survivors that we invited. We had
Mothers of the Movement.
5 mothers of the movement. We had Trayvon Martin's mother,
Awesome.
Michael
Fulton.
Brown's mother,
Eric
Gardner's mother.
Yeah.
We had the twin sister to
Tiffany
Tiffany
Crutcher.
Crutcher.
Dr. Tiffany.
You
Yes.
know, man, we had other women down here who've lost children in the movement to police violence. We did a lot.
Benjamin Crump was here.
Benjamin
Man.
Crump. We invited a lot of people from our community who have done stuff. So I was able to turn the lemons into lemonade. And that was really a blessing, man. And so it turned out all those cancellations, as horrific as it was financially, it turned out to be a wonderful blessing. And man, we filled up all those canceled rooms. And man, we had a bomb time.
But,
we had a bomb
You
time.
wasn't even mad. He wasn't even mad. You wasn't even mad.
No.
Bro.
No, you was smiling the whole time.
Because you know why, Junior?
I died.
Because let me tell you, God gonna give me some more money.
Yeah.
Dog, because I asked for it in his name and I honor him. He gonna give me more money. You can't lose nothing with God. When you do the right thing, you can't lose. Now, I was told this weekend at the golf course,
All right, let's hear this.
Okay.
you know, now what I will not do is play golf down here again. That I won't do. Because it's just too hard of a check-in process. I checked in at the golf.
What happened?
I've went to see people in prison and got in quicker than this.
You got in.
Dog, I've been on visitation, the list.
The list.
I mean, strip search, take down, spread your
You had to
cheeks.
get naked?
All this here,
To go visit
spotlight,
somebody.
bend, spread, cough. I've done all this to go see certain friends of mine.
Yeah.
You know, but man, checking
Wow.
in to play golf, the first day took us 30 minutes. The second day we cut it down to 20 minutes.
Okay, well, stop right there. Did they know who you were? Because your picture's everywhere.
Well, but this one dude, man, the last day when we had the little tournament,
Yeah.
I went to check in, 15 minutes, and I said, this time I'm going to have a credit card, I'm going to have money, I'm going to have everything, so you can't say nothing to me. I don't care nothing about the room credits. So I get up there.
Yeah.
He told me, he looked at me and says, you don't got no money. I say, partner, excuse me. I don't have no what? No, I don't have no passport. I don't have a handle on my Spanish.
Yeah.
I don't know my way back to the resort.
You don't have your room key.
Yeah, I don't have no car.
Yeah.
But what did you say I don't have none of? He said, you don't got no money. I said, man, let me walk away from this desk for a minute. Because there's a lot of things I ain't got. I ain't got no more hair. I got a lot of stuff right here.
Hard as that work.
Yeah. I ain't got no more patience.
You ain't got
I'm
no
out
more-
a lot of stuff, partner. But you can't tell me I ain't got no money. Play no damn golf.
You're ready to fight,
know that's
Steve.
right.
But seriously, I was so mad at this dude. And then he looked at my room charge. I said, hey, man, I tell you what, just charge it to my room. You don't got no money. I said, boy, this dude right here don't understand who he messing with, man.
Yeah, it ain't the same.
You're not going to have no money. Now,
Okay,
we're still here
the
in
noise,
Cancun.
yeah, we got to talk about
And
this.
someone is having something, and where we're broadcasting from in the upstairs from the auditorium, obviously somebody's getting ready for a beach party or something later on
Yeah,
today.
we
so-
done though.
Yeah, we done, but we still here doing the
We still
radio.
here.
So if you hear some noise in the background, it's somebody downstairs, and there's nothing we can do about this. So just deal
Bear with
it.
us. Yeah.
No.
So finish the story then.
You don't got no money,
Yeah, that's you.
partner.
Finish the
Partner.
story, broke Steve.
So I walk away, and my boy say, "Hey man, just let me talk to him." So I come back over there, and I said, "Sir, we need to go and play golf." He said, "Who are you, sir?"
Oh.
I said,
nice.
"Turn around." look at that sign, look at your monitors. This is the Steve Harvey Golf Tournament. I'm Steve Harvey. Oh, okay. Let me see. And then he looked right back at me and said, you don't got no money.
You can't take that.
He was taunting you at that point,
Dog,
Steve.
this dude right here, I just walked off. I said, I'm going to the golf course. Y'all figure it out.
Where was Boom?
Yeah. Boom was over there calling him different types of names.
Hey, man, that Boom was
Dog,
stupid.
I don't know what the blankety blank you talking about. Who the blank you think this is, but your blank ass can't be telling dog got money now.
That's the one thing he does have.
But sometime this morning, man, you got to tell the people about the Q&A session, man.
We'll do it coming up. Also coming up, Reverend Motown in the building. Also, guest deacon Junior coming up right after this with church complaints.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, Kanye West still doing his thing. He visited Howard University on Saturday. We'll have more highlights from, of course, Sand and Soul Festival on this morning show right here. But right now, it is Monday. You know what that means. Reverend Motown and guest Deacon Junior in the building with church complaints all the way live from Cancun, Mexico.
We are here tonight in Cancun, Mexico.
Yes, we are.
We are handling church complaints. Def Jam is not here due to a shortage of some kind.
Once again, short was used.
Shortage of some, not saying where or what come up for short. But anytime Deacon Def Jam is involved, a.k.a. Nephew Tommy, we know someone somewhere is short. We have a guest deacon, which is against my will. We have a young deacon, Junior, with church complaint. Come on, Junior.
Thank you, Pastor. Listen, we are on the JPJJ
Amen.
church retreat this weekend here in Cancun. A lot of things went wrong this weekend. And members are highly upset. Brother Levins, one of our darker members, is threatened to sue the church because the locals harpooned him, mistook him for a killer whale close to shore. And he says it's your fault, Pastor, because you told him to get in. Now, he's saying that the church should pay for his medical expenses. Now, that's what they harpooned him for a killer whale close to shore.
What was his name?
Brother Levins.
I remember Brother Levins coming to me at the resort.
Oh, do you now?
And I did tell him to get in the water. What got him harpooned was the fact that he was wet. That shiny dark skin scared everybody. And they thought it was Orca, the killer whale, because he had on a white one-piece bathing suit.
Wasn't he white?
And he flipped over on his back, floating, and they thought it was Moby Dick.
Oh, man.
And so he was Orca on one side and Moby Dick on the other side. And that's what got him harpooned. We will not be covering medical expenses.
We will pray for him, though, right?
Yeah.
What?
He should have wore color. Wore all white one piece, as dark as he was. I thought it was Shamu my damn self.
All right, Pastor, we are not covering medical expenses.
Not at all.
That would
Not
not
today,
happen.
no, sir.
Also, this weekend did not go well, and Pastor, we don't know why you did this, but this is what you did. The JPJJ swimsuit competition ended with no winners. The contestants want to know why Pastor did not pick a winner, because they all showed up, Pastor.
But the women that we wanted to have in the swimsuit contest canceled
Oh, they can't. I
due
didn't know
to
that.
several threats from the ones that did enter.
Okay.
But this year, it wasn't the full figure sister. It was the fullest figure sisters in it. The fullest.
Got you.
And right before the swimsuit competition, it was delayed, so they all went to the buffet. And by the time they got them swimsuits on, there was a couple of them would look naked.
Please let me out of this church.
So you just wasn't going to pick no winner after that?
Couple of them standing front on look naked. That's all I'm saying. I'm pretty sure there was a bottom somewhere under there, but we didn't see it. And due to nudity, the kids was there, and we decided not to pick a winner.
Okay, that's why there were no
so
winners.
next year, the full-figure sisters are welcome. But,
Amen.
The fullest.
all of them, they was all sister too, Jameson sisters.
Oh.
8 of them. The only one in the competition, they had whooped all the skinny girls out.
Next complaint, please, Deacon Jr.
Go ahead.
I sure will. This is one of the biggest disasters we've had over the weekend. The JPJJ morning breakfast boat ride capsized. There are members that we can't find. We don't know if they made it back or not. But the problem everybody had was they saw Pastor leave on a speedboat. Yet he looked them in the eye and passed by everybody. And he just saved himself, as it seemed. We just want to know, Pastor, did you know you left everybody on that boat ride?
When you are the shepherd of the flock, why would you die with flock? Who gonna be shepherd?
This is going
All was
The
reaching
scripture
out.
says,
wrong.
wherever whenceforth there go, there I go also. So I took that to mean it was time for me to go.
But you looked them in their eyes as you were
As you
passing
passed
them.
by.
That's the thing.
That's what hurt.
Yeah.
All
That
was
was
reaching out.
Sending a sincere prayer to each one I look dead in the eye. God bless you. And may he keep you. Now, if God didn't want you here no more, you ain't gonna make it.
That's just bottom line.
That's all to it. Let thy will be done. Say it now.
Okay.
Amen.
Amen. Here's another complaint, Pastor.
Come on.
The members of the JPJJ have concluded that that's the Gulf of Mexico baptismal, was a complete disaster. A few members felt as if you held them under longer than you did other, and they want refunds.
Oh.
It wasn't that I held them under. A few of them slipped from my hands. I went back and they slipped out of my hands, and they fell to the bottom.
Oh, when you got ready to.
When I tried to raise them back up, I didn't have the strength.
Oh, okay.
Some of them was brick.
Did you find them? Have we found them? We haven't found them?
I stepped on one of them right after that because they grabbed my leg, and I didn't know what it was. I thought it was a shark or something.
I'm leaving this church, I promise.
I stepped on one of them. I think that
stepped on 'em.
on their stomach that pushed the air out, and they took a deep breath, and
I'm leaving.
their ass was in trouble. The Gulf of
Next
Mexico
complaint.
baptism was interesting.
It was pretty interesting.
It was interesting.
Okay, Pastor, I think we got time for one more complaint. This is going to be a real problem. I don't know how we're going to deal with this. But Brother Cornell told Brother Rice that he would not be going to Cancun. But however, Brother Rice saw Brother Cornell on Instagram with Brother Cornell's wife. Now, what we going to do about this?
Uh-oh. Now, this is serious.
Yeah.
Very serious, Pastor.
It was about time Brother Rice found it. Now, we're going to have to let Chip fall where they may. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Now, I'm assuming Brother Rice is going to whoop Brother Cornell's ass.
Yeah, and
But
that's
that
about
must
it.
have been what he wanted.
That's all you can say, really.
Ain't nothing else I can say, because I saw them together down at the pool party in the phone.
What?
They was in the phone pool party trying to hide in phone. I said, well, everybody see y'all.
All right. And I think that'll conclude church complaints. Coming up at the top of the hour, entertainment and national news right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so in today's trending entertainment news from our home station, WHUR-FM in D.C., Kanye took his Sunday service on the road again. This time, he landed at Howard University in Washington, D.C. Kanye
man.
was there. That was nice, huh? Kim Kardashian, along with the kids, North and Saint, 2 of the 4 kids, they showed up at the historically African-American college. That was on Saturday for an 8 a.m. show, and it did not disappoint. Kanye never does. A show that disappoints. The university did not announce Kanye's appearance until hours before the event, but that was enough time for students and others to swarm. I mean, they packed the house to see Kanye. I saw Terrence J on the gram rocking out on stage to it. There was criticism of Kanye's appearance at Howard, presumably for Kanye's support of President Trump. Greg Carr, the chairman of Howard's Department of Afro-American Studies, wrote, "If Kanye West is indeed at Howard U this morning, send him to the 3rd floor of the Founders Library after he's done. I have some books for him." What you think about that, Steve?
I mean, I can understand what they're saying, but let's not miss the point that he brought church service. You know, you have every right to disagree with his political views. You really do. But his love of God is for everybody.
Yeah,
so,
and it's growing.
Yeah.
And he's trying to do some things right. You know, people don't have to agree with you politically to still have the ability to do something right. I'm not gonna dog out Kanye because he's trying to do the church services nationwide and bring awareness to God's presence. That's the part I look at. No, I have no problem with what the man said.
Go get the books.
I mean,
Carr,
look, it might not hurt to read. That might not, but I don't want that to get in the way of the message he tries to send to the masses of people, you know. Because I disagree with what he said about Trump, which I do too, but I think what he's doing at Howard, bringing church service there, is far bigger than. He's only one vote. Let's just be real. Yeah. Kanye West gets one vote, just like you get. You get one vote.
Yeah.
All these people that supporting Trump, they one vote. If we get out and do our one vote, it's more of us than them.
Right. And you're right. You can have a different political view. There are husbands and wives who are Republican and Democrat. They're married.
Kellyanne Conway.
Yeah, and her husband is a huge.
Can't stand Donald Trump.
I mean,
Now that's gonna break our marriage up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just be me and Margie. No, I can't. No,
you can't say that.
No, I'm telling you, no. Now me and Margie can't have that.
But
one of us gonna get on the other one's side.
Yeah. I mean, but plenty of households have that, though. You know, I mean, it's a free country. Meanwhile, back here in Cancun, Mexico, there's so many trending viral videos of us partying all around. I mean, we've been having some fun. The splash foam party was so good. That was good. Last night, casino night was so good, or the night before, I should say. Anthony Hamilton, unbelievable, genuine. We've been having some wonderful time. Your golf situation, well, other than check-in, was great. Other than check-in was great. But I mean, I've had a ball in everything. The one thing I haven't done, though, I'm kind of disappointed. I have not seen one crocodile.
You know
what?
We went out looking for him today. I want a crocodile.
You know what's funny though, Shirley?
What?
Is watching people go back to their room at 2, 3 in the morning, and they think iguanas is crocodile. They try to carry their wife. They running in the trees and bushes. Man, I've been killing myself.
Black people at night in wildlife.
Oh no!
I wish I had the cameras running. But it happened so quick though.
Yeah. Yes.
What happened? An alligator. That's not no damn alligator.
All right, we'll get back to some more highlights of Sand and Soul fun. Right now, it is time, Steve, for today's news headlines, and it's Columbus Day.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ann Tripp.
Thank you very much, guys. Also, Indigenous Peoples Day. President Trump is ordering U.S. troops to withdraw from northern Syria to avoid getting caught in the fighting between the Turks and the Syrian Kurds. Critical people, the politicians, many of them critical of that move on both sides of the aisle, say things are just getting worse and worse for the Kurds who were our allies. It's happened again, and in Texas again. This time a white cop in Fort Worth did an Amber Geiger on a young black woman, killing her in her own house. 28-year-old college student named Atatiana Jefferson shot and killed after a neighbor called a non-emergency number to ask for a wellness check for her elderly aunt. Just a wellness check. Tatiana Jefferson was a biology major at Xavier University. Body cam footage shows the cop who killed her walking around the home's perimeter, peering through a window, raising a gun flashlight, saying, "Put your hands up, show me your hands," and shooting into the bedroom, all in less than 4 seconds. Now, the neighbor who made the non-emergency call feels really bad, guilty, saying, quote, "If I had never dialed the police department, she'd still be alive." The officer who killed her has been placed on administrative leave pending results of investigation. Meanwhile, Meanwhile, the NAACP's Legal Defense and Educational Fund has joined the community leaders in calling for an independent investigation into the brutal murder of Amber Geiger trial witness Joshua Brown and the Dallas Police Department. The attorney representing Joshua Brown says that Brown, his client, had expressed his concern to prosecutors about testifying in the Amber case in the first place, that he had moved to California and only returned to testify after prosecutors threatened to issue a warrant for his arrest. Pressure's mounting in Florida to get the white judge off the bench who sentenced a young black man to jail for oversleeping his first day on a jury instead of giving him the more usual sentence of a fine. Circuit Judge John Kastrenakis is under fire by community activists as well as some local politicos like Democratic State Senator Bobby Powell, who want to see Kastrenakis off the sentencing court, along with some new state legislation penalizing judges for handing down overly punitive and perhaps racist sentencing. The 21-year-old man in question, gainfully employed, takes care of his sickly grandfather, has no criminal record. Congresswoman Lois Frankel says she's known him since he was 3 years old. She shares the view of the community that the sentence was cruel and unjust. Signed the Times, I guess. BuzzFeed says a white student on a middle school trip to Washington, D.C. spat on a black visitor at the Smithsonian's National Museum of African American History and Culture. Yeah. Condolences are coming in all over Hollywood for character actor Robert Forster. You best remember him as bail bondsman Mac Cherry opposite Pam Grier and Jackie Brown.
You went out this morning and bought a gun?
Well, let's say I got one now, okay? Would you like to hear some music?
Sure.
And she plays the Delphonics. Back to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Junior, you talked about this earlier in the show when we first opened up, but in case you missed it, Junior is he's balling out here, Steve. I mean, these women are on him like we knew they would be.
I just want to thank Unc for having a Sandin soul. And he don't never have to ask me if I'm coming back. He don't have to even check with me. He just signed me up. I'll be here. I'll do 2 comedy shows if he want me to. I work all week.
Oh, yeah, the comedy show was great last night,
my
too,
gosh.
Junior.
Let me tell you something. The women, though. See, I came down here for the women, but I didn't know I wasn't going to hit my age group. No, I'm a generation ahead.
Okay, all right.
You know, and I'm really loving it, though.
But tell
So
us
you
about...
ain't as saying and soul, you as saying and old.
I'm just down here with whoever want me, and I didn't even know. I got them. These are ages I didn't hit sure.
Okay.
There's the lady you already knows, Miss 72. Okay.
She's 72.
But there's Miss Pritchard, she's 68.
68, yeah.
There's Miss Irene, she's 59.
Oh, wow.
I've been on dates with all these women and sat down and had candlelight dinners with all.
Wow, and you're 41.
Yeah, but that don't matter, though. I felt something. And I don't know what is happening, though. And Uncle had to help me. What was they doing to me?
but
it was not like it was regular love.
Old people have Wojo.
Is that what that
Wojo?
is?
What is
Wojo.
that?
They had that Wojo. They put that thing on.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You know, old people know chance and, you know, you mess around, look around, and you ain't even gonna be able to see good. You gonna mess around. Did you notice a chicken foot or anything like that? Yeah, all of a sudden you just had some powder in your hand. You didn't know what it was.
I didn't know what it was. There was a lot of stuff happening.
But Junior's so social. But this is a story I love, Steve, because you know it's all inclusive. So, so come on, Junior.
Because this is how you have to do it when you come out here to Sanders. Because it's all inclusive. You know, they asked me, Junior, do you mind taking me to dinner? No. I don't mind at all. We sit down at this table. I would like a glass of wine. Girl, got that? Hey, get some? Get some. Get over here. Get her any glass of wine she want. You want a drink?
I know.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. And we're in Mexico.
Oh, well, however, he was there. Because I saw it on the movies. But then everything else, whatever she wanted, I give her the menu.
That was a French movie.
I give her the menu, and whatever she wanted on the menu, I let her get it.
Wow.
All I did was leave a tip, and she kissed me on my cheek for that.
Oh, wow. What
And
about
then-
dessert? Did they
Oh,
get
no.
dessert?
We didn't do dessert.
Oh, you didn't do dessert?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
Old
know.
people can't eat
They
sweets
can't
late
eat
at
the
night.
ice
They tear
cream
their
like that.
stomach up.
Oh.
Yeah.
They lactose.
No.
Oh, okay.
You know, old people get a lot. You can eat ice cream all your life, then something after 55, something happens. You can't handle ice cream no more.
It's no more ice cream after 55.
Girl, I had an ice cream cone and just tore my stomach up. Felt like it was cutting. Dog, next year,
I don't even know where we going.
I have a already know.
You have a plan?
Already know.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, thank you, Junior. Coming up at 34 after the hour, Steve Harvey has a really, really, really big heart. He's mentioned it to us already, some of the big things that he's done, but we're going to tell you more about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so today, Steve, as we head home, reluctantly from the Sand and Soul Festival, we here at the morning show want to take time. We want to thank you. We did this earlier, but really thank you, Steve, for such a grand trip. It's such a wonderful trip. Thank you for that. You have such a giving heart, such a big heart, even though you have no money, but thank you.
That was the man told you had to go.
You have no money.
You have no money, Steve.
Boy.
One thing I have to say about you and Marjorie, especially I saw it all weekend with Marjorie, she lives her best life. She celebrated her birthday with the people down here at Sand and Soul.
Two ladies stopped me early this morning on the welfare. Steve, Marjorie was down at the pool yesterday with us, and she was doing it.
I mean, just having fun, knowing how to enjoy your life, just enjoying your life. And, you guys do that, but you also, of course, give back to the community in major, major ways. And this trip, because of what happened in the DR, you talked about it, afforded you to do some other things, open up some more doors for people.
Here's what I wanted to share with you. When we had to move to DR, we had hundreds of cancellations. When we lost to DR, we lost 600 rooms.
And you still got to pay for it over here.
And so I had to pay for the 600 rooms.
That's a lot, Steve.
It ain't just the room. That's the all-inclusive. It's like a package. Right. Because they were unable, if we take the hotel, they can't sell the room. So I had to take that loss. And it was a big loss. But I was sitting there and I was saying, okay, God, what is this about? Why'd you let this happen? And he said, so I want you to do something else. And I got up one morning about 3:30 a.m. I couldn't sleep. I was tossing and turning. I said, okay, what is it? And he just said, this is what I want you to do. So I said, man, let's turn these lemons into lemonade. So what I decided to do was we invited a lot of breast cancer women who were struggling. Yeah. We invited a lot of them down.
And October is Breast Cancer Awareness
We also sent, even though it was a late notice, we sent out to a lot of affiliates, radio affiliates. I met a few affiliates down here, people who are in our radio business, so they could come down. They've been riding with the Steve Harvey Morning Show for years. Right. It was late notice, but some of them came. Yeah. Then we opened it up to terminally ill people who were terminally ill, and we invited a lot of them down. We didn't make a big stink about it. No. We just let them come down. They're terminally ill people, and they came down for the vacation. And then we reached out to so many, 100-some people who run foundations for the homeless, for the hungry, who run shelters, orphanages.
Wow.
Last night on stage, we brought the woman up whose orphanage was destroyed in the Bahamas.
Oh, yes.
But the Steve and Marjorie Harvey Foundation stepped in, and we supplied all of the water and the money to get the orphanage built back. And then we invited a lot of philanthropic people who do work that never get any thanks.
Yeah.
They just serve people. So we invited them down free. And then, last but not least, we invited the mothers from the Mothers Movement.
Mothers of the Movement.
Women who have lost their sons to police violence. Michael Brown's mother was here. Trayvon Martin's mother was here.
Eric
Gardner's mother was here. Man, I talked to that woman, man.
Man.
And the twin sister.
Yeah, Dr. Tiffany Crutcher. Yeah.
And then we had several other people came down. Benjamin Crump came down.
Yes.
We brought the mothers on stage at the
at our meet and greet, our morning show meet and greet. Yes.
And we just did a lot of things for a lot of people, and we were able to fill the rooms up, even though it still was a financial loss. What happened was way bigger than money.
Look at God, though.
And it turned out to be a blessing. And what God will do in return, in exchange for that, who knows?
That's
but
right.
You know what's crazy? This is how I know, you so big. I didn't even, I know you big, but when I found out the Mothers of the Movement was fans of the show.
Yeah, absolutely. I know. It was. You're right. It was such a blessing to see all of that and be in the midst of all of that.
I'm hugging Trayvon Martin now.
I know, right? Man. If you want to see all of the pictures, all of the people, so many of the people that have been a part of the Sand and Soul Festival, Just go to Steve Harvey FM on Instagram and Facebook. Now, coming up next, Junior is in for the nephew with today's prank phone call. That's coming up right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's today's Strawberry Letter subject. He dropped a bomb on me. But right now, Junior's in for the nephew with today's prank phone call. What you got for us today, Junior?
Boogie snitching. Why does he even do that? I don't
Oh,
even
that
know.
British kid.
Boogie snitching.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, Junior, I can't stand it.
What are we doing this for?
Look, I'm so glad you bought that.
He's versatile. He's just showing you his
Versatile.
talent.
That's ignorant.
We
Give a
black
damn
people,
about
though.
that.
We are black people.
He's just showing you his talent.
Boogie snitching.
Look at this. I can whistle.
That's your
How
talent.
you gonna do it on the radio photo? I can do a lot of stuff ain't radio-ish. Watch this right here. I've been doing that since I was a little boy. Boy, your lips is already too big. Quit blasting.
It don't make no sense. There it is. Boogie snitching. Run it, cat.
Are you saying boogie snitching?
Boogie snitching.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Hello.
May I speak to Boogie?
Yeah, this Boogie.
Hey, Boogie, this KB. Let me ask you something, man. How you get out of jail before Marcus got out of jail? How y'all go to jail at the same time, but you get out a month before him and he's still in there?
Hold on. Who is this?
This KB, this Marcus' brother. Tell me how you get out of jail, but Marcus still in there and you been out over a month now. They
Hey,
say
hold
you...
on.
No, they say you snitching, Boogie.
Snitching.
That's what's going on. You up in there snitching.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. You slow it down. Slow it down a little bit, man. Hold up. You know what? I really don't need to be having this conversation with you, but you coming at me like this. It's called bail.
How you out on bail, but Marcus still in there? Tell me that, Boogie.
Man, how you gonna call me with? You know what? I ain't finna trip with you, but you now this. Hold on. Let me pull those right now.
All I know is they the one saying you the one that snitched on my brother, and that's why he's still in there and you out.
I don't know where you getting this from, but I'm gonna tell you what. I had to go to work. I need to get the out of there. But you ain't hear me. I went to jail too.
Boogie, you gonna mess around and get your ass whooped for snitching, man, because that's what you been out there doing.
Man, what the is you talking about?
You been out there snitching. That's why you out, and my brother Marcus is still in there.
You know what? You know what? It's called bail. That's what it's called. It's called bail. I had to go to work. I don't know what you tripping on.
All I'm tripping on is that the fact that you out and my brother ain't out. He's still in there. Dog, I'm going to tell you something. I'm looking for you, Boogie. You hear me? I'm looking for you, man.
But you know where I'm at. You know where. You know what? Since you run around here like a little like he is, let me tell you what happened. All I want to do was go get me a beer. I jump in the car, and then I was getting your mama some cigarettes. So how you coming at me like that?
Okay.
I jump in the car with them, and them so blaze up one. I told him, nah, dog, put that out. We just going around the corner. But then he started putting it out in the car. He throw the out the window, and now we get pulled over. Hell yeah, I jumped out the car, told the law. I don't got to do with this.
Who was smoking, you or Marcus?
I don't even smoke, dog. I had to go to work. I go to work. I can't deal with that. I told them dudes to put it out. Damn it, laws pulled over. They searched the damn car. How the hell you gonna be riding like that and laws pull you over? They pop open the trunk. You got a big ass speaker box there back there with no damn wires on. How the hell you figure I'm a snitch? It don't take no damn rocket scientist to know you got some back there. Hell yeah, I got out there. Man, them had me in there drinking water out of toilet. Man, don't come at me like that. You want to come in, you know exactly where I'm at.
So just because they got you up in there drinking water out of the toilet, you going to come up and start snitching on everybody.
You know what? I had to go to work. Hell, I used all my damn money trying to get out there on some.
Oh, this can't be about you got to go to work. That can't be about, you got to have some heart somewhere, dog.
Coming at me like that, I was just going to the store.
Can I say something to you, man? I want to look.
Nah, you know what? You can't say. Let me tell you. Let me shoot you something. Since you gonna be the middleman, let me shoot you a thing or two. Tell your brother, just don't drop the soap.
No, he ain't gonna drop the soap. I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna make sure my brother. No. Listen to me.
No.
I'm gonna tell you, dog, and I'm gonna tell you this.
What you got to tell me? What you got to tell me?
I'm gonna tell your boss everything about you, and then you're gonna lose your little damn job.
Oh no, it can't be. You can. No, you know what?
What you stuttering for? What you stuttering for?
I can't believe you calling me with no like this. Just lose my number. Don't call me no more behind this.
Let me say something to you right now, Boogie.
What you got to say?
This nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show, you just got pranked.
Oh man,
Boogie, you
didn't do me like that, dog. You know this ain't nothing to play with. This ain't nothing really to play with.
All right, Boogie, man. I'm sorry, dog. You okay, Boogie?
No, I am, dog. You know what? I listen to you, man. You ain't supposed to do no bro like that, dog. We supposed to be real. You don't do me like that, man. I put this dude on blast.
Hey, man, look here. Your boy, Shannon, he said he your best friend. Shannon is the one that put me up to this, dog.
Man, you know what?
Is that your boy? Is that your best friend, Shannon?
Man, why y'all do me like this? Yeah, I'm gonna take care of Shannon. I got him. Man, y'all, I just know.
Hey, let me ask you this. What is the baddest radio show in the land?
Oh, man, the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Did I get you?
Man, you know what? You got me.
That's
man,
all I
you know what? On top of it, you got a whole bunch of people. That's why I know.
But now you one of them.
There it is, Shirley, Uncle Steve. Boogie snitching.
Boogie snitching.
I don't know why he do that. There's a lot of stuff nephew do I can't understand. You know, like I don't even know. Here go a relevant station. You know you gotta have some boogie snitching. You know that. Why you gotta have it? You ain't gotta have no damn boogie snitching. You ain't gotta have snitching.
You really don't.
You don't even need it.
Now, is he good at pranks?
Absolutely.
The best
he's
I've
the
ever
king.
seen.
Yeah.
Can't
The
top
best
it.
I've
King
ever
of
seen.
pranks. Definitely.
The advertising it and selling it and the after sale, ridiculous.
Well, you gotta.
Huh?
You gotta teach him again.
Yeah.
Huh?
Try again.
And I do it?
Yeah.
Huh?
Well, you know, Jay thought he was hard of hearing.
Is I'm the greatest?
Yeah, all of that. Gotta get it in there.
Don't forget about Ready for Love. That's his new show on OWN. Ready for Love. Debuted.
Oh, yeah. October 5th. It
debuted already.
It's on right now on the OWN network. 10 Eastern, 9 Central.
That's right.
Please watch it.
Need to watch it.
It's pretty
Listen
good,
to
though.
me.
Mm-hmm.
It has stopped him from borrowing money from me.
That's great.
I am so grateful for Ready to Love because I'm ready to get paid back.
You ready to get paid?
Yeah. So I hope Ready to Love stay on the air because I'm ready to get paid back from all the money he owed me. Focus on the radio show.
Well, here's another promotion we'll do then. Me and J. Anthony Brown and George Wallace and Sherry Shepard, we're going to be at the Township Auditorium October 25th in Columbia, South Carolina, in Jay's hometown.
George?
Yeah. Sherry Shepard.
Sherry and you.
Mm-hmm.
Who's hosting?
Jay. It's Jay and friends.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
Yeah.
I got to sit up here with this little baby slave voice. Hey, huh?
We can't do no more. Yeah. People, get your tickets right now. That's all Jay asked you to do. For his life, he just gets
2,500 seats.
So hurry up then. Hurry up.
You didn't know that.
All right, we got to get out of here, guys. Time for the Strawberry Letter. Thank you, Junior. Coming up next, Strawberry Letter subject, he dropped a bomb on me. We're going to get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And listen, if you need advice on relationships, on dating, on work, on sex, on parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter, okay? We could be reading your letter live on the air, boop, like we're going to read this one right here today. All right, Junior, take it away. Here
All
we
right,
go.
ladies and gentlemen, here we go. It's time for the Strawberry Letter with my good friend, Shirley Strawberry.
All right, here we go. Subject, he dropped a bomb on me. Dear Steve and Shirley, for the past 5 years, I've been dating a man that is 9 years older than me, and I really love our relationship and how well he treats me. I recently started living with him, and I have a problem that I need your help with. My boyfriend loves to get a big bowl of ice cream most evenings as a treat after dinner. I try not to be overbearing because he could be drinking alcohol or have another bad habit. But his ice cream addiction is killing me slowly. You see, my boyfriend is lactose intolerant. Therefore, I cannot sleep peacefully in the bed with him at night. He drops major stink bombs all over the house at night. He tries to be considerate and get them all out before bedtime, but there's always more gas when he lies down next to me. Good Lord. I have a keen sense of smell, and I try not to embarrass him, but he's got to be about to pass out from the awful smell too. If he lets the gas go into another room, you can literally smell it throughout the house. I have asked him if he could eat ice cream in the middle of the day, or if he could eat it just a couple of times a week instead of every night. I even threw his ice cream away, and he went and bought more. I have moved to the guest room as a final attempt to get him to see how it's affecting me. He seems to not care. I honestly don't want to keep making it an issue. I don't want to lose a good man over a gassy situation. Shouldn't he want to compromise? Please help. Well, absolutely, he should want to compromise, but in this situation, it doesn't look like he is wanting to compromise, and you're saying he's a good man. You don't want to lose him over a gassy situation. Completely understandable, completely. But this is an easy fix. To me, this is an easy fix. All you have to do is get him some lactose-free ice cream. They sell it at your local supermarket, your local grocery stores, all of that. I mean, you know, you might have to sneak it in on him, though, at first, because here's the deal. Just switch it out. Switch it out. Don't say anything. Don't warn him. Don't give him prior knowledge. None of that. Switch out the regular lactose ice cream for the lactose-free ice cream. Don't tell him, so he won't fix his mind not to like it before he even tastes it, because that can happen a lot of times. Try different stores, different flavors, all of that, okay? See which one he likes better. I'm excited. I'm excited about this. I think this can work out for you guys, this relationship. And definitely he should want to compromise, okay? If he gives you any problem, which he might now, if he's stuck to his ice cream like you say he is, I don't know what you're going to do then. I don't know. Get him some dairy-free ice cream, okay, Steve?
Well, that's nice, Shirley.
Well, thank you, sir.
Student started living with this dude that's 9 years older than me, and got this big problem. Every night he has a big bowl of ice cream every evening as a treat after dinner, and not to be overbearing because he could be drinking alcohol. Now, I used to eat ice cream every night when I lived in New York because I was miserable. Mm-hmm. I ate ice cream and a peanut butter sandwich every single night.
Whoa. And big. Yeah.
Yeah, swole. So now I know big boy, and I'm going to say big boy, because if you eat ice cream every night and then lay your ass down, you spreading, homie.
Yeah, all that cream and sugar,
Yeah, if you just laying down, and then when you lactose and your body wants it out, so that's what's happening. You're dealing with the body excreting, trying to get rid itself of the toxic dairy product that is milk.
Not sexy.
Right. So now he lactose intolerant. He dropping bombs, major all through the night. He try to be considerate and get them all out for bedtime. How he do that? But there's always more gas when he lay down next to me, because his big ass can't get it all out.
Wow.
Because it ain't all in the system right away. It gets in the stomach and it starts turning and all this here. And I got a keen sense of smell. You ain't got to have a keen sense of smell to smell that. You ain't got to have good smell at all when it's somebody else. And then you be thinking about, and then you think, he ought to pass out, because he ought to be passing out. Let me tell you something. Most people that stink don't know they stink.
They have no clue.
It's regular. It's normal. It's normal to them. Funky people don't know they funky.
Wow.
That's why they funky.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now
hear
you sit them there. Now, listen to me. Now, you're going to have to buy lactose intolerant ice cream. Mm-hmm. But now Shirley say switch it out. But you've got to be slicker than that.
Okay.
Because what he can't see is that black and white cow on that ice cream.
Yeah, that's going to mess with his mind, right?
Yeah. He can't see that black and white cow.
Yeah.
Because he already know that means, What you got to do is you got to take the ice cream out the carton, and put the lactose ice cream in the carton.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Switch it.
I got you.
It ain't switch the ice cream. You got to change cartons. You cannot let him see that blue and white label with that damn cow on there.
You got to throw that away. You're right.
You got to put it in the carton and get a good flavor too. How you can disguise Chunky Monkey better than vanilla is obvious.
Yeah,
that it's not.
All right, hang on, Steve. I know you have more on this. I know you do. All right, we'll have part 2 of Steve's response coming up at 23 after the hour. Subject, he dropped a bomb on me like the Gap Band. We'll be back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, come on. Let's recap this strawberry letter. Subject, he dropped a bomb on me, baby.
She married to this dude that's 9 years older than her, man. He eats ice cream every day as a treat after dinner, a big bowl of ice cream, and then he go to bed, but he lactose intolerant. Whew. So this boy is dropping bombs on this woman, and she can't take it no more. And what I want you to understand about these bombs that he's dropping is he's 9 years older than her.
So what does that mean? What are you saying?
That means there's some stuff in his system that's had 9 years. It done festered. See, when you lactose intolerant, it ain't just the ice cream you ate. It's the stuff that's caught up in your lining. All that's coming out. That's bacteria. Because it's when you're lactose intolerant, your system is saying to you that to me, dairy is toxic. Yeah. Because you shouldn't be drinking the milk from another animal anyway. Yeah. We really aren't. It was meant for the animal, not for us. So technically they are correct. But when you lactose intolerant and then your body it wants to throw it out as toxic, but you insist on eating it. Now, and also let me explain something to you. There's a little pain come with lactose.
It do. Yeah.
Oh, it ain't free. It ain't just gas. Oh, it's cutting.
You're bent over.
It's cutting.
What part of the stomach is that? Is it like?
That's under the colon. That's in your bowels. Colon is different from bowels. This is after it done gone to the colon. It's a little storage area right there. Right before it come out.
Storage area?
Yeah. Yeah. You got the colon and then you got the storage area where it has fermented and turned into something that's going to land in the toilet. That storage area is where that lactose is. What's coming out is the storage compartment is rebuking the ice cream in Jesus' name.
That's what rebuking it is.
Rebuke y'all in the name of Jesus. Yeah. And so Fat Boy, and I know he got some weight on him because he do this every night. Now his fat ass is in there just funking up the house. Now what you done did was, you've asked him if he could eat ice cream in the middle of the day, or he could just break it down and eat it a couple times a week. He ain't trying to hear that. She even threw the ice cream away, and he went and bought more.
Wow.
So now what she said she did was, she done moved to the guest room as a final attempt to get him to see how it's affected me, and he seems to not care.
He loves that ice cream.
Let me help you. He don't just love ice cream. He love ice cream more than he love you.
Oh. I mean, ice cream is delicious.
It ain't better than sex.
But
and I've had some bad sex.
And that was better than ice cream.
It's better than most ice cream I've had.
But Steve, don't you think, she may have left this out, don't you think they know about lactose-free ice cream? Yeah. Who doesn't know about that?
Oh, she done told him about it. He ain't switching.
But he doesn't want
He don't like the flavor. So now what I think is you ought to get, see, here's what you're going to have to do. This the ultimatum.
Okay.
More ice cream, no sex. You got to tie it to something. So now what we got to do is we got to start thinking of alternatives. Sorbet.
Yeah.
How about cake? Let's just try some pie. How about cobbler? Most black people would trade in a bowl of ice cream for a big old hunk of cobbler. Peach cobbler.
Yeah.
Most people would do that.
But what do you eat with peach cobbler?
You just eat this peach ice cream, carry your fat ass to bed.
Okay, come on. Most people can't eat peach
But see,
cobbler.
you
without ice
lactose intolerant. Now, what you're going to have to do is, now this is messed up, but you got to get him to break this habit. You got to put something on this ice cream.
Like?
I was about to say.
Oh.
So the next time when he try to just get rid of it before he come to bed, he gonna try to get rid of it and go, oh.
Yeah.
Hold up, Jesus. See, once you start to doing that on yourself, once you sugar honey iced tea on yourself,
it changed a lot of stuff.
yeah, your ass stops.
Really, Steve?
You sitting up in there and messed up your good pajamas, the ones you got for Christmas.
Yeah. Now you want fiber.
Yeah.
But she says he's such a good man, though.
He is a good man, but he lactose intolerant. He's got to get rid of it. So, sister, you got two options: more ice cream, no sex. We got to introduce something else to him. I don't know the difference between ice cream and gelato.
Okay.
But we got to try some. We got to trick his ass.
Dairy-free soy ice cream, something.
Don't eat soy ice cream. Black men shouldn't eat soy.
Okay.
It raises your estrogen levels.
Oh.
Black men, African American men should not. No, they got nothing. There's a lot of other things.
For real.
No, this is for real. You should not be eating soy products. African American men convert soy into estrogen. Estrogen reduces your libido.
Okay.
Estrogen does a lot of other things, makes you fatigued, everything. So you can't do that.
Don't do that. Okay. You can post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM or Instagram and Facebook. And please don't forget to check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand. Now, coming up at 46 after the hour, a Sand and Soul Strawberry Letter. This is going to be a little quickie, though. You don't know the people that have been coming up to me giving me strawberry letters throughout this. Oh, yes. Oh. You should hear the one we heard coming over.
All right.
All right. We'll be back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, here is a quickie Sand and Soul Festival Strawberry Letter, okay? So this guy at the pool party stopped me and said his girlfriend only likes drunk sex, all right? She has to drink before she goes to bed with him. So I wanted to ask you, Junior, you can get on this too. How would that make you feel if your significant other only wanted to have sex with you when she was drunk?
I'm buying a liquor store.
What, Junior?
I'm buying a full-fledged liquor store. I wouldn't give a damn what it is. Every week I'm coming out. We ain't gonna make no money. Oh no, that's it. I'm buying a liquor store. Specs. I don't care where we at. I'm gonna have a liquor store for sure.
She's on that Hennessy, that Ciroc.
Whatever it is. Whatever it is.
That would hurt me because I've never seen Marjorie drunk.
Mm-hmm.
So it would just completely just throw me off.
Would it hurt your ego? I guess that's what we're kind of saying.
It hurts your ego and a couple other things too, but I don't mean. Well,
get to drinking.
What's your favorite?
Cheers.
Top shelf. I'm gonna have some nice stuff in here. At least the bar gonna look right.
Yes.
You know, some Louis XIV. I know what to put up in there.
Yeah.
Azul, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was feeling some kind of way.
He felt bad because his wife.
Yeah, he was feeling some kind of way.
His girlfriend just wanted to have it. Only when she was drunk.
Then this other girl, we were riding over here when we first got off the plane. This other girl rode with us, and she was saying that she had been in a relationship for about 6 months, was it, with this guy, nice guy. You know, they wanted to have a committed relationship. But then, like after the 6 months, he told her that he had someone. He had another woman. And the other woman called the girl and said, look, he loves me and he loves you. So why don't you come on over here? You know, we've had letters about this, Steve, those polyamorous relationships.
Yeah.
That's big right now.
Polyamorous.
Yeah, when you have more than one person that you're in love with or in a relationship with, like it's usually one man. And
yeah, I've been in love with two women before.
Oh, that's very possible.
Yeah, but you've only been with one woman at a time.
Oh, I didn't tell the other one.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't. You weren't honest. But now people are being open and honest.
Yeah, well, I'm honest, but I was in love with.
Why would I tell you that I'm in love with her too?
Because you can apparently now, and women don't care anymore.
Not 30 years ago.
You can do it now though.
Yeah.
If you ain't committed to that person, what you want that person to be to you? How does this work?
Right.
It doesn't work, partner.
Yeah. All right. Coming up at the top of the hour, I don't know if you guys knew this or not, Steve, but today is National Bald Day, and we'll talk about that right after this.
What everybody looking over here?
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, so today is National Bald Day. No guy likes seeing their hairline receding. Is that a true statement, guys? Hello?
Well, at one point you can't even see it going back no more.
Back there.
If you're starting to brush your hair at your ear,
that's where the first stroke is at.
That's just, once you start combing and brushing at your ear, you got to let go, partner.
Yeah, you're right, Steve. No guy loves to see their hairline receding, but it turns out that there's no need for men to fear losing their hair, because according to a new study, women actually find bald men sexy.
I know good and hell well I'm sexy.
You know that.
You sounded a little bit like Tommy right there. I'm saying, like your nephew.
No. I don't care if you think I'm sexy.
Okay.
I've claimed it. I don't know if you think I'm sexy.
Okay.
I've claimed it.
That's how you feel about you.
Yeah, I feel about me.
Yeah.
Like I'm okay with me every day.
That's
I
cool.
walk out the house confident in my baldness. I dress up and appreciate my baldness because now I ain't got to comb my hair.
Okay.
And then boom, I'm good. That to me is sexy. Now, whether you think I'm sexy or not has nothing to do with it.
But you know what, Steve? From the very first time you shaved your hair, you owned it. After it was gone, you owned it. You called all of us, sent us a picture. We said it looks good. You're cool. You got a great shaped head.
I put a 3-inch part in my head. There was no going back.
You actually,
Dog, this is how I started shaving.
That was it.
Once you put the part here, it ain't over here.
Done.
Where I can fade it
in.
No, I ran it at an angle. Across my head. There's no going back.
Yeah, you owned it. I love that.
But it's been like one of the coolest things I've done, you know.
Like you shaved, he balls himself.
I used to be a barber bootleg. I ain't had no license, but I could have. All my boys is down here now. I done gave all of them.
Everybody that's down there.
Really?
Dog, all them boys from my fraternity, I've given all them haircuts. Wow. Man, Love gave me the Q-lock back in the day.
Oh, wow.
All the Qs, I used to put the shag on the back, but I bumped it. Boom.
Yeah.
So the half of their head looked like a Q. We used to call it Q-lock.
Oh, wow.
I cut all my boys' hair, every last one of them. My boy Spade was mad at me the other night, too, because I didn't cut his hair when he was pledging. I was tired one night. He wanted a haircut. He did it himself and ran a 2-inch part in his head. And then he had a big fro, so he was trying to comb it over.
Oh, trying to comb it.
Not a comb over.
As soon as we go to a set, the bros would move it back out the way. They would move it back out the way.
We want to see this part.
And make him talk with his hat, boy.
Oh, wow. Well, anyway, happy National Bald Day. What's up, Junior? How you feeling about National Bald Day? Just asking a question.
I'm probably sure I'll be there in a couple years.
Quiet as this kept me.
What? Say it, Steve. Say it. Huh?
You could come on now.
You gonna cut his hair for him like
I
you
ain't
used to?
gonna cut it for him. You know, you're gonna get tired in a minute. Yeah, you're gonna get tired of all this little gel and stuff.
But you know, Junior used to have curls, so when you have curls, it's kind of hard to let those curls go.
Well, the
you know,
C
girls
is gone.
love curls.
The C is gone.
So what is it now?
It's just early. His hair just early.
That's why I love him.
I know, right?
Oh, he be on stage with a little gel on, slick his little hair down.
Just holding on.
And make it look full. Don't bend over and pick nothing up. Like I told him the other day, Marjorie just got tired of all that black stuff on pillowcases. I was spraying a little black in my hair, trying to keep it right. She said, hey, you know how much we spending on these pillowcases? I say, well, just Get my pillowcase from Target.
Okay. Because I needs mine.
All this, because you know she was sleeping on satin pillowcases because it don't pull her hair out and all like that.
Right.
That's right.
I messed around and she was sleeping. I pulled that pillow out and laid on it, got that black stuff on it. Boy, that was it.
Oh, my goodness, Steve. All right, listen, coming up, more music, more fun on this National Ball Day. We'll be back at 20 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, we've talked about this. October is a busy month for birthdays. Of course, Marjorie celebrated her big birthday down at Sand and Soul Festival in Cancun, Mexico. That was fun. She had so much fun. I just enjoyed watching her dance and enjoy it. Of course, Genuine sang happy birthday to her from the stage.
Oh, he did.
Dougie Fresh had the whole part.
Can I tell you something?
Go ahead, because Dougie Fresh.
Dougie Fresh is really one of the greatest living entertainers.
He's a legend. Yes, he is.
Man.
And I mean, because he does
sing
it.
Or dance.
No, he entertains.
Yes.
But he does it like nobody else. I mean, he's a specialist.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't care who you are. And he had him jumping
Oh, he had it going.
the whole time.
Oh, he had it going.
He's a really. I watched his
amazing.
whole show. He was so talented. Yeah, good Lord.
But he took
beatbox.
one thing and made it the biggest thing. Beatboxing? Mm-hmm. It's all you go around the world beatboxing.
But dog, he never stopped doing it.
Never.
Right.
He never, you know what he
That's
did?
right,
He
Steve.
danced with who brung him. He didn't go, you know what, I'm tired of doing it, I'm going to do something else. That's what happened, man. You're an R&B singer. What you mean you tired of doing R&B? I'm going to rap. Nobody want to hear you talk, dog.
I want to hear you talk
singer.
fast.
Suppose Michael Jackson got tired of singing.
Yeah.
I want to be the one to hold you up, to go to the stuff. Everybody knows it's all about me. I'm the only one from the
You gotta go crazy. All right, we'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up at 33 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so in today's trending entertainment news from our home station WHUR-FM in D.C., Kanye took his Sunday service on the road again. This time, he landed at Howard University in Washington, D.C.
Oh,
Kanye
man.
was there. That was nice, huh? Kim Kardashian, along with the kids, North and Saint, two of the four kids, they showed up at the historically African-American college. That was on Saturday for an 8 a.m. show, and it did not disappoint. Kanye never does. A show that disappoints. The university did not announce Kanye's appearance until hours before the event, but that was enough time for students and others to swarm. I mean, they packed the house to see Kanye. I saw Terrence J on the gram rocking out on stage to it. There was criticism of Kanye's appearance at Howard, presumably for Kanye's support of President Trump. Greg Carr, the chairman of Howard's Department of Afro-American Studies, wrote, "If Kanye West is indeed at Howard U this morning, send him to the third floor of the Founders Library after he's done. I have some books for him." What you think about that, Steve?
I mean, I can understand what they're saying, but
To
let's not
educate
miss the point that he bought church service.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have every right to disagree with his political views. You really do. But his love of God
Pretty
is
evident.
for everybody.
Yeah,
So,
and it's growing.
Yeah.
Steve.
and he's trying to do some things right. You know, people don't have to agree with you politically to still have the ability to do something right. I'm not gonna dog out Kanye because he's trying to do the church services nationwide and bring
Right.
awareness to God's presence. That's the part I look at. No, I have no problem with what the man said.
Go get the books.
Greg
I mean,
Carr,
look,
yeah.
it might not hurt to read.
Yeah.
That might not, but I don't want that to get in the way of the message he tries to send to
That's
the
right.
masses of people, you know. Because I disagree with what he said about Trump, which I do too, but I think what he's doing at Howard, bringing church service there, is far bigger than. He's only one vote. Let's just be real.
Yeah.
Kanye West gets one vote. All these people that supporting Trump, they one vote. If we
Yeah.
get out and do our one vote, it's more of us than them.
Right. There are husbands and wives who are Republican and Democrat. They're
Man,
married.
Kellyanne
yeah.
Conway.
Yeah, and her
Uh-huh.
husband is a huge.
Can't stand Donald Trump. That's gonna break our marriage up.
Yeah.
You
I'm
would.
gonna just be me and Marjorie. No, I can't. No,
You can't say that.
no, I'm telling you, no. Now, me and Margie can't have that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one of us gonna get on the other one's side.
Yeah. I mean, but plenty of households have that, though, you know? I mean, it's a free country. Yeah. Meanwhile, back here in Cancun, Mexico, there's so many trending viral videos of us partying all around. I mean, we've been having some fun. The Splash Foam party was so good. Casino night was so good, or the night before, I should say. Anthony Hamilton, unbelievable, genuine. We've been having some wonderful time. Your golf situation, well, other than check-in, was great. Other than check-in was great. All right, coming up, our very last break of the day, and then some closing remarks from the one and only Steve Harvey at 49 minutes after, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, here we are, last break of the day. It's been a good morning. Carla was out, of course, celebrating her birthday. The nephew's out. Jay is out. It's been the three amigos. And I do mean that literally, since we just left Sand and Soul.
Tres amigos.
Yes, tres amigos. So now it's time. Now, how you know that? How do you say closing remarks in Espanol?
El close remarques. I'll tell you one thing, man. Thank you, Unc, man. I really do, man. I mean, I really learned so much over the weekend. Just not even just at the shows, just your masterclass, your Q&A. Mm-hmm.
Wow,
man,
that was pretty good.
Man, they were great, man.
You know, let's talk about that in my closing remarks, because, you know, I discovered that in Q&As and stuff, the thing that I've learned the most as the older I've gotten is that you can be different from somebody else and still be okay with them being different from you. And I think we've got to get better at this. You know, everybody jumped on Kanye because Kanye made a statement supporting Donald Trump. But then when Kanye comes to give a religious concert at Howard, some people don't want to attend because of what he said about Trump. Well, what does that have to do with his religious views? I think we're going to have to start understanding that we are all different. I can be different from you and still love you. I can be different from you and get along with you. I can actually be different from you, have a different view from you, and actually enjoy you. You know, Ellen DeGeneres got beat up by the gay community recently because she was sitting at a baseball game with George Bush.
W. Bush. Yeah.
And the some of the people, some of the comments that I read were, and what Ellen was addressing on her show was, they were talking about, how can you sit with someone who doesn't agree with who we are? Wait a minute. Could it be that being gay is not for George Bush? But does that mean he doesn't like gay people? I'm not a gay person, but I have gay friends. I have gay relatives. I have gay employees. I think, man, I found them to be some of the most hardworking, smartest, gracious, happy, kindest people I've ever met. I met some straight people ain't worth a damn. Funky, trying to do me wrong. A person don't have to be like you for you to understand them. Or how about just accept them? Because it ain't your life. It ain't your world. And look, as long as a person ain't trying to bring their world on you and make you be who they are, what's your problem with it? And I had to grow as a person. You know, man, I'm from the hood, man. I'm an old school kid. I was born in 1957. Do you understand, man, how taboo it was back in the day for a person to be different like that? Oh, no, man, and then you had to play the macho role. Better get away from me. What you over here talking to me for? Talking to you? Because they're communicating? Yeah, but it don't mean nothing. So what I had to grow and learn as a person is, because the person is different from me, I have to learn how to accept their differences. Hell, I'm crazy to somebody. I'm offbeat to somebody. See right there. See? So now, why would I have a problem? Y'all, we're going to have to start being a little bit more accepting of other people's differences so that we can all get through this world. God didn't create us to be the same. You ain't got the same fingerprints. It's 7 billion people in the world today, some number like that. Do you know that of the 7 billion people, none of us have the same fingerprint? So now, you're not going to have the same preferences. You don't like the same food. You don't want the same car. You don't like the same outfits. You don't like the same style. I like skinny jeans. but my ass can't wear none. Because guess what? I ain't skinny. But I like to see people with skinny jeans on. But they not for me. So now what, I ain't going to like you because you got on skinny jeans? I don't care who you love, dog. What that got to do with who I love who I'm going to love. I'm going to be in love with my wife because that's for me. Because somebody else loves somebody else, that ain't got nothing to do with me. That's their life, that's their business. We got to start, man, allowing people the freedom to be them. Because guess what? You can't judge people like see, sin. We're not talking about anything right now except sin. You are not allowed to weigh sins. That's God's job. The human being is not allowed to weigh sin. It's not for you to say this sin is heavier than that sin. That ain't your job. It's not your job to judge. That's not your job. Heaven is created for people. Now, if there are no perfect people, who is going to heaven? That's my question for you. There are no perfect people, so who going to heaven? So who are you to decide who that person is? Because if you really want to know the truth about it, we all come short in some way, form, or another. But it's not your call. Well, the Bible say a man should marry a man, all that. The Bible also say thou should not judge, thou should not steal, thou should not kill, thou should not bear false witness. You ain't supposed to sleep with somebody you ain't married to. You ain't supposed to commit adultery. You ain't supposed to do that. Ho, 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 ho. And you trying to tell me you clean on all that? If you want to go by that. But God is a fair and a just God, and he will rule out in the end. I think that he has prepared a place for good people. That's what I think. And all I'm trying to do is just be one of them good people. Stop judging everybody. It ain't your business. You try to get yourself through them gates. Don't worry about nobody else. Those are my closing remarks today. Okay? Yeah, solid. Y'all have a great weekend.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.